Imagine this. You're one of the biggest late-night hosts in America. You've met Hollywood's biggest stars, interviewed A-listers, comedians, and global icons. But then, one day, you meet Jimin from BTS, and suddenly even you, Jimmy Fallon, forget how to act. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Jimmy Fallon didn't just meet Jimin once. Over the years, they've shared interviews, games, and countless funny moments on The Tonight Show. But what fans didn't expect was how real Jimmy's admiration for Jimin actually is. This wasn't just a TV act. It became something deeper, almost like Jimmy became one of us, one of the true fans who just couldn't resist Jimin's charm. Let's go back a bit. When BTS first appeared on The Tonight Show, Jimmy was instantly drawn to Jimin. Not just because he's handsome, though let's be honest, that's impossible to ignore, but because of the way Jimin carries himself. Calm, the sweetness, the respect. Jimmy once said off camera, "Jimin is the kind of guy who makes everyone in the room smile without even trying." And you know what's crazy? Even Jimmy Fallon, the man who jokes with everyone, couldn't find a single thing to joke about Jimin. Why? Because, as Jimmy said, he's just too perfect to hate. Too perfect to hate. Think about that. Coming from Jimmy Fallon, that means something. Every time BTS visits the show, Jimmy has this same expression, a mix of admiration and pure joy. Fans caught it on camera too, those tiny moments where Jimmy looks at Jimin and just laughs for no reason. Or when Jimin compliments him back, and Jimmy literally blushes like a teenager meeting his crush. And what's even more heartwarming is how genuine that connection feels. There's no script, no PR move, just two people who truly like and respect each other. Jimmy once said during a behind-the-scenes interview, "I've interviewed thousands of celebrities. But Jimin, there's something about him. He's got this peaceful aura, but also this spark that just lights up the whole studio." That moment went viral. 'Cause fans knew exactly what he meant. That's the Jimin effect. When Jimmy posted photos with Jimin on Instagram, his comment section exploded. People wrote things like, "Even Jimmy fell for Jimin," and "Welcome to the club, Jimmy." Became a meme. Jimmy Fallon, officially Jimin's #1 fan in Hollywood. But here's the thing. Jimmy didn't deny it. He actually embraced it. On one of his live streams, a fan asked, "Who's your favorite BTS member?" Jimmy laughed and said, "I love them all, but Jimin? Man, Jimin's something else." He smiled and added, "He's too perfect to hate. I can't even make fun of him, and that's my job." That clip alone gathered millions of views. And it showed something that even the most skeptical people couldn't deny. Jimmy wasn't just being polite. He genuinely admired Jimin. 'Cause Jimin doesn't just win fans with his looks or voice. He wins them with his heart. Jimmy saw that firsthand. During the BTS guest appearances, Jimin was always the one who said thank you first, who looked Jimmy in the eyes when they talked, who laughed genuinely at his jokes even when no one else did. That kind of sincerity doesn't go unnoticed, especially by someone like Jimmy, who's built a career reading people's energy. There's this one clip fans always bring up, Jimmy and Jimin playing a silly game during BTS week on The Tonight Show. Jimin loses, but instead of acting embarrassed, he starts giggling uncontrollably. And Jimmy just stares at him, shaking his head, saying, "You're too cute, man." That wasn't scripted. That was real. And maybe that's when it hit Jimmy, that Jimin isn't just a pop star. He's an experience. A walking dose of happiness that somehow makes everyone around him feel lighter. Fans notice that Jimmy always introduces Jimin with extra warmth too. He calls him the amazing Jimin, my buddy Jimin, or the one and only. And Jimin? He always replies with a shy smile and a bow, like he still can't believe Jimmy Fallon, the comedy legend, is treating him like royalty. That humility is what sealed it. In one interview segment, Jimmy confessed, "You know what? I think Jimin might be the kindest person I've ever met on this show. He's got this energy that makes you feel like you've known him forever." That's the power of Jimin. He doesn't need to try, he just is. Even when BTS wasn't on the show, Jimmy kept mentioning Jimin in random conversations. Like that time he was talking to another celebrity and somehow said, "You remind me of Jimin, polite, humble, and super talented." Fans caught it, clipped it, and spread it everywhere. Jimmy comparing people to Jimin became its own trend. It's funny, but also kind of beautiful. 'Cause Jimmy Fallon, one of the most well-known hosts in the US, didn't just become a casual fan. He became part of the fandom culture. He even once said during an interview with Rolling Stone, "I get why people love Jimin so much. He's everything you'd want in a star: talent, heart, humility. I think I'm officially a Jimin stan now." That one sentence made headlines across fan pages. Jimmy Fallon admits he's a Jimin stan. It wasn't clickbait. It was real. And maybe that's why this story feels so special. Because it's not just about a famous host liking a K-pop idol. It's about genuine admiration, from one entertainer to another. Jimmy saw in Jimin what millions of fans already knew, that he's too pure, too kind, too real to ever dislike. Too perfect to hate. That's not just a compliment, it's a truth that keeps echoing everywhere Jimin goes. And it doesn't stop there. Jimmy continues to talk about Jimin with the same excitement every time his name comes up. He calls him a bright light in the industry, someone who doesn't just perform, he connects. For Jimmy, Jimin isn't just a singer or dancer. He's someone who makes people feel good simply by existing. When Jimin released his solo album, Jimmy mentioned it on The Tonight Show and congratulated him personally on social media. Fans couldn't believe it. One of the biggest talk show hosts in America showing genuine support, not because it's trending, but because he truly cares. Jimmy wrote, "Proud of you, buddy. You did it again." Just a few words, but they carried so much warmth. That moment captured exactly what makes this bond so special. It's respect. It's friendship. It's admiration without borders, one from Hollywood, the other from Seoul, yet somehow they speak the same emotional language. And maybe that's why so many people relate to Jimmy's reaction. 'Cause deep down, we've all felt it. That same awe when Jimin sings. That same joy when he smiles. That same comfort when he laughs. Jimmy just happens to express what millions of fans feel every day. Jimin is too perfect to hate because he represents everything good: kindness, talent, humility, and sincerity. So next time someone asks why Jimmy Fallon became such a big Jimin fan, the answer's simple. It's because Jimin makes it impossible not to be one. If you're one of those people who've ever smiled watching Jimin perform or laughed at his adorable moments with Jimmy, then you already know. It's not hype. It's real. It's the Jimin effect, and it's taking over the world one heart at a time. And who knows? Maybe one day Jimmy and Jimin will reunite again on The Tonight Show. And when that happens, we already know what's coming: laughter, warmth, and another reminder that some people are just born to make others happy. 'Cause in the end, Jimmy Fallon said it best. Jimin is too perfect to hate. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, share it with other fans, and hit subscribe for more stories like this. 'Cause we'll keep bringing you the latest, the sweetest, and the most inspiring moments from your favorite stars, just like Jimin. Stay tuned, stay kind, and remember, perfection isn't about being flawless, it's about being genuine, just like Jimin.